And on behalf of the City of Richmond, I am happy to extend a warm welcome to all of you for the State of the City address today. Before we begin, please silence your devices and note that restrooms are located in the adjacent hallway. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please follow the lighted exit signs to exit the building. Immediately following the mayor's remarks, you are cordially invited to join us for refreshments after this on the mezzanine. Sorry, the right place there. As Director of Strategic Initiatives, it is my honor to introduce Mayor Oler, who will be highlighting our city's achievements, addressing our current challenges, and outlining future initiatives. This address will cover key areas such as economic growth, housing, infrastructure, public safety, parks and recreation, and community engagement. Our city's momentum right now is extraordinary, and as you will hear from Mayor Oler, we have much to celebrate. We also have important work ahead to maintain our positive trajectory. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Dr. Ron Oler, Mayor of the City of Richmond.
Well, thank you everyone for being here today. And for those watching on WCTV, thank you to our partners at Whitewater Community Television for broadcasting live, streaming on YouTube and other platforms. So glad everyone's here today. It's an honor to stand here before you today as we reflect on the past year. We'll celebrate our achievements and look ahead to Richmond's future. First and foremost, I want to recognize my wonderful wife, Sherry, of nearly 40 years, whose love and support mean everything to me. I also want to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests, including our U.S. Representative Jefferson Shreve, who has a regional office right down here in City Hall. Representative, U.S. Senator Todd Young's Representative Melissa Acton should be here. U.S. Senator Jim Bake's Representative Steve Justice is here. Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith is joining us today. Thank you, Mr. Beckwith, for coming in, Lieutenant Governor. And I appreciate the dedicated service of Richmond Common Council members who are here with us today, as well as our city clerk and our fellow elected officials from across the street, Wayne County commissioners and councilors. I also want to acknowledge the city team back here, whose hard work, dedication, and commitment to public service is invaluable as we work together to strengthen our community. From chiefs to department heads, to division heads and team leaders, to every employee, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continuing contributions to making our city a better place to live and to work. Well, we accomplished a lot during my first year as mayor in 2024, but we're looking forward to an even better year in 2025. We're laying the foundation for success and a blueprint for revitalization. Our city has experienced remarkable economic growth thanks to the strategic investments and partnership with the Economic Development Corporation of Wayne County and Wayne County government. The creation in 1995 and recent expansions at our Midwest Industrial Park would not be possible without Valerie Schaefer and her dedicated staff. I remember standing in a muddy cornfield on a spring day almost 15 years ago for a groundbreaking on the west side of Round Barn Road at the end of Industries Road. As a council member, we could see a lot of potential in that cornfield, but little did we know that we would soon break ground on what has become one of the largest pet food manufacturers in the state with Blue Buffalo. And Blue keeps on growing with a recent $200 million investment to expand its processing operations and warehouse capacity, marking their second major investment in just a few short years. This expansion underscores their confidence in our community and is set to create 50 new job opportunities. Thank you, Blue. In front of Blue Buffalo, Anchor Ingredients has made a significant investment in Richmond with a $40 million transload and processing facility that supplies key ingredients to Blue and other animal food companies in our city. With the addition of even more high-paying jobs and even a new railroad spur in Phase 3 of the Midwest Industrial Park, Richmond is poised for future growth in the food industries. Across the street from all that, Liberation Labs is building their first in the nation precision fermentation facility to convert corn mash into something just short of whiskey, protein for food, cosmetics, and fabric industries. Yeah, I know, we don't get a distillery just yet. But their $115 million investment in our city is a testament to our commitment to the high-quality workforce, and will also partner with one of our most important institutions, Ivy Tech Community College, for workforce development. Liberation's new high-tech facility with a fermentation capacity of 600,000 liters will also bring 45 new jobs, positioning our city at the forefront of biomanufacturing. Speaking of the food industry, I would also be remiss if I didn't mention Richmond Beverage Solutions. Lifelong residents like I will remember it as Wayne Dairy. Now a subsidiary of Dairy Farmers of America, Richmond Beverage Solutions is investing nearly $45 million to modernize and expand their facility with a project that will create 65 new jobs by 2027. And finally, who is excited that Richmond is finally getting a Chick-fil-A? Yes, I know I am. After what seems like an eternity, construction is expected to begin this spring along National Road West. And you'll be the first to know that just 3 days ago, we issued a demolition permit for the former Steak and Shake building. So construction will start really soon. But there are also many other restaurants, coffee shops, and even a few more truck stops in the works for 2025. So as you drive around the city, see some dirt being moved with the Wawa, the Quick Pick, the Speedway, a lot of great things are happening in our city. Collectively, these investments, totaling approximately $400 million, are projected to create 160 new full-time jobs, significantly boosting our local economy. In fact, during the last 10 years, median household income in Richmond has increased 50%, from just over $30,000 to over $46,000, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. This is a sign that all these new high-paying jobs are in fact paying off. To be sure, there are many other exciting developments on the horizon, positioning Richmond for continued growth and revitalization. Starting with Revitalize Richmond, an Earlham College initiative funded by Lilly Endowment, Inc.'s College and Community Collaboration Grant Program, Richmond's downtown, once a vibrant hub of commercial activity, has experienced decay and decline since the Great Recession and the pandemic. However, this incredibly important area that once united our beautiful city is poised for a renaissance. With visions of a vibrant, active community at the forefront, Earlham College received a $25 million grant from Lilly Endowment, Inc., supported by an additional $83 million from community and private partners. This will represent investment of more than $100 million in our hometown. Revitalize Richmond will transform downtown into a destination where people want to feel inspired to live, learn, and enjoy life. A place that unites people eager to celebrate and renew our shared history of common community pride and growth. Visit Earlham's website for more information. And thank you, Earlham, for being here today. Also downtown, I hope you're as excited as I for Richmond's first ever luxury apartment complex that has already changed the skyline. With the demolition of the former 100,000 square foot department store built in 1973, the skyline you see as you cross the bridge near the courthouse has already changed and is poised to change again when construction starts this spring. 6 Main represents a significant investment by Flaherty & Collins Properties, an Indianapolis-based firm with properties all over the U.S. Included with the 150 market rate apartments will be amenities Richmond's never seen before, such as a club room, a fitness center, a dog spa, bicycle storage, and even a swimming pool. This significant investment in modern housing and retail space will not only provide high-quality living options, but also contribute to the continuing economic and social revitalization of our city's core. Speaking of housing, Richmond is poised to develop its first new housing subdivision in more than 20 years with the Smith Hill project along South 37th Street and Bachmeyer Road. There will be 178 single-family homes with 99 townhomes on this 80-acre plot. To support the infrastructure development and to expand our city utilities, the developer is a finalist for over $4 million in READY grants and another $4 million from the Indiana Finance Authority. READY, if you don't know, is an acronym for the state's Regional Economic Acceleration and Development Initiative. It will do just that. It will accelerate our city's growth. Thank you for the state partnership on READY. But overall in 2024, our private investment in the city totaled $94 million with over 1,100 different projects. Richmond is on the rise. But all this development in housing, retail, commercial, industrial would struggle without the partnerships we have with the state with NDOT and the community crossings grants. Their investment in our city make it possible for us and developers to improve our city. Key projects include Renew Richmond, the Depot District Overpass Bridge. You may be aware that NDOT replaced the US 27 bridge, you are aware because it took 2 years, over the Norfolk Southern Railroad and surface streets in our historic Depot District. Construction began in 2023 and was substantially completed in January. This bridge improves safety and traffic flow. Coming in May of this year, we'll celebrate this milestone project with both a depot block party and a bridge dedication ceremony. Follow our social media channels for details about this fun event coming in May. Richmond, as you're likely aware, if you paid a little bit of attention, has more exits along its neighboring interstate than any other city our size in the state. With that in mind, NDOT is making an $800 million investment in reviving I-70, not just adjacent to Richmond, though, but all the way across Wayne County, from the Ohio state line to just west of Cambridge City. Extra driving lanes will be added, interchanges will be redeveloped to improve safe on-ramping and off-ramping, 42 bridges and culverts will be upgraded, and we'll finally have a gateway to Indiana from the eastern United States that the state can be proud of. But let's not forget our surface streets in the city. With a city encompassing 24 square miles and 192 miles of streets and alleys to maintain, our street department does a lot of good work, much of which the residents don't even see. A lot goes into planning street and sidewalk repairs, including rating the condition of our streets for the state's community crossings grants. This matching grant helped us to mill and pave 3.5 miles last year in 2024, and we're planning to mill and pave another 5 miles this year. Again, we appreciate the state's community crossings program as it helps us to double our dollars for road improvements. Great program. Not to overlook our pedestrians, though, and those with mobility issues, mothers with children in those running strollers, and even bicyclists. Loop Phase 2 is an extension of Richmond's Complete Streets Loop project. This aims to enhance connectivity in the downtown and Depot District areas. Building upon the initial phase that was completed in 2019, Phase 2 is focused on connecting existing multimodal paths along East Main Street from 7th to 10th, as well as along Fort Wayne Avenue and Northeast Street in the Depot District. This project seeks to create a more connected and accessible central corridor by providing safe routes for people, not in cars. The completion of the second phase will transform the loop into a destination rather than just a thoroughfare. And another comment about the loop. You know, Richmond has 5 colleges and universities I'll speak about here in a minute, but we've never really looked like a college town or felt like a college town. This loop, this connection will do that. Eventually it'll go all the way out to Earlham College, and we'll have great access for young people. It's a safe way to get downtown and other parts of the city, especially the Depot District. But as Richmond grows, the Richmond Sanitary District itself is also enhancing their sewer infrastructure to meet our ever-increasing demands. Key projects include the West Side Interceptor improvements, a $6 million investment replacing aging sewers with larger pipes, and a dual-barrel siphon under the Whitewater River to improve wastewater flow. Also, the Short Creek Lift Station, a new high-capacity lift station on Liberty Avenue, replaced a 55-year-old facility and will improve wastewater management. And finally, the wastewater treatment plant itself is getting upgrades to boost its efficiency and capacity. Other sewer rehabilitation is underway with over 11,000 feet of aging pipes being relined. And finally, the decades-long CSO, Combined Sewer Overflow projects. These are proactive measures to reduce combined sewer overflows and meet federal environmental standards. We still have a ways to go on those, but we're making great progress. We would not be able to do what we're about to do in the Whitewater Gorge without this CSO project that we've worked on for 20 years, so that's hugely important. These upgrades ensure a sustainable, efficient wastewater system to support Richmond's continued growth. Take a drink. And just south of Richmond, our municipal airport is still committed to a new terminal building. The terminal project remains a key focus in the airport's expansion and modernization efforts. While progress continues, a critical milestone will come soon with the submission of a design grant application in April. Securing this grant will be essential for attaining additional funding and advancing the next phases of the project. Also at the airport, the snow removal equipment building is nearing completion. The final steps will include some interior finishes and inspections to ensure it meets operational standards. Once completed, this building will house essential snow removal equipment, improving the airport's ability to maintain safe operations during winter months. Financially, the airport maintains a strong cash balance that provides a stable foundation for ongoing and future projects. Additionally, fuel sales in 2024 remain steady, with over 15,000 gallons of 100 LL aviation gasoline and almost 27 gallons of Jet A fuel sold. This consistent demand, along with the farm ground rental, supports the airport's financial health and long-term planning. Most residents likely don't know that our airport is self-sustaining between its hangar rentals, fuel sales, and farm ground rentals. They take no money from tax dollars for their annual operations. With solid funding and steady project progress, the airport is well positioned for continued growth and operational success in the coming year. And no city can function nowadays without a strong IT department. Tracy and his team, along with partners from the Fire and Police Department and Sanitary District, keep our computers humming with activity. In 2024, the IT department continued to improve their critical network security and infrastructure. This included the implementation of Lumu, an AI-driven cybersecurity platform that has already prevented at least 3 ransomware attacks, and AutoMox, a cloud-based patch management tool that greatly enhanced network security and efficiency. Plans for 2025 in IT include continued improvements in cybersecurity, infrastructure, and operational efficiency. We now transition to some of Richmond's natural gems, its parks and the Whitewater River. The Whitewater Gorge Activation Plan is a transformative initiative designed to enhance one of Richmond's most treasured areas, the 3.5-mile-long stretch of the Whitewater River that courses through the heart of our city. Many cities in the Midwest and in Indiana are finally recognizing the importance of their natural waterways with expanded parks and recreation areas, and Richmond is no exception. Through collaborations with several organizations, including Indiana DNR, again, thank you to the state, the activation plan aims to create a vibrant, sustainable public space that offers inclusive amenities, active recreational opportunities, and diverse community programming. Amenities will include canoe and kayak launches and landings, an overlook with improved access to fishing, a boardwalk, a bouldering area, be careful there, expanded trails, improved picnic areas, and even an aerial zip line. These collective efforts reflect Richmond's commitment to revitalizing the Whitewater Gorge, fostering community engagement, and strengthening the local economy, ensuring this natural landmark remains an active and inviting destination for residents and visitors alike. But Richmond Parks and Rec doesn't stop at the Whitewater River, it begins there. And then it spreads east, west, north, and south with over 1,000 acres of public parks throughout the city. In 2024, Parks and Rec hosted 768 community events, served 200 softball league players, 400 JUCO camp participants, just as kids outdoors, and hundreds, maybe thousands of pickleball players. Incredible. Their year-round farmers market supported more than 100 local vendors and celebrated its 50th anniversary. The Senior Recreation Center welcomed 170 new members and added 11 more programs. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Parks Department's remarkable maintenance, floral, and beautification teams. Their stellar work makes all the parks and many other public places not only functional, but attractive and downright beautiful. They pick up trash and tree limbs, they mow grass, remove dead trees, plant new trees, and last year they engaged with 795 volunteers, some of you probably here today, who served almost 13,000 hours helping out our Parks Department. Thank you. Our volunteers make Richmond what it is today. I could spend an entire hour on what our Parks and Rec mean to our community, and some in the audience might like that, but instead, I recommend you follow them on their social media pages and subscribe to their weekly email newsletter to keep up to date on what's happening. Public safety. Ensuring public safety remains a top priority for my administration. Over the past year, we've observed positive trends in crime reduction, thanks to the dedication of our law enforcement agencies and our community partnerships. Initiatives such as community policing and crime prevention programs have fostered trust and collaboration between officers and residents. In the past year, the Richmond Police Department has made significant strides in enhancing public safety through innovation, training, and community engagement. Among the most notable improvements is the integration of body cameras into the department's operations, which has significantly bolstered transparency and accountability. This move, along with the addition of 14 new officers, bringing staffing to its highest level in a decade, has strengthened patrol capabilities and deepened connections with the community. And the department's fleet was upgraded, recently purchasing 16 new vehicles. A key innovation in RPD's approach to policing is the implementation of the ICAT system, a de-escalation model. This training program improves communication and decision-making in high-stress situations, ensuring ethical and effective policing while reducing the need for force and promoting public trust. I was honored to watch their live training last year and saw firsthand how well-trained our officers are becoming in talking down people during high-stress situations. RPD is only one of 5 departments in the entire state to adopt the ICAT approach, taking Richmond again to the forefront of improving public safety services. In 2024, RPD also re-envisioned community policing with its unique Policing and Communities Together PACT initiative. In 2024, PACT officers engaged in nearly 90 community events, strengthening relationships with residents and fostering a greater sense of safety within neighborhoods. Not to mention, they have a cool new car that's featured in parades and other community events. Additionally, the department's partnership with Richmond Community Schools, thank you for being here today, has contributed to a safer environment for students, reinforcing the idea that public safety extends to every aspect of the community. The police department has also leveraged its social media presence to keep residents informed and engaged. With quick responses to community concerns and active celebration of local successes, the department has created a strong online presence that supports real-time communication. This proactive approach has contributed to a decrease in violent and property crimes, with increased reports and arrests reflecting an engaged and vigilant community. So thank you, community members, too, for being engaged. With a continued focus on trust, accountability, and collaboration, RPD is dedicated to fostering a safer, stronger Richmond for all. In 2024, the Richmond Fire Department also made significant advancements in staffing, infrastructure, and equipment to enhance emergency response and community support. The department welcomed 13 new firefighters and promoted several dedicated personnel to the ranks of battalion chief and deputy chief, strengthening leadership within their team. Facility improvements included completing a new pole barn for additional storage, replacing a lamp at Station 1, completing the long-awaited remodel of Station 5, and also to improve emergency response capabilities, the department placed a brand-new Truck 1 and a fully equipped ambulance into service. Community safety initiatives also were a priority, especially with the installation of our first-ever Safe Haven baby box at Station 1, and also continued support for the Stride Center. Additionally, significant repairs were made to the training ground, ensuring all firefighters in our area have the resources necessary for ongoing skill development. Looking ahead to 2025, the department will have several openings for anyone interested in a professional career in the fire service. With the minimum age requirements lowered to 18, we're excited for the next generation of firefighters and improved public safety in our fair city. But public safety also requires partnership with utilities like Richmond Power and Light, who is making significant improvements to street lighting, enhancing visibility and safety throughout our neighborhoods. This collaboration has helped create a safer, more vibrant environment for our residents. To quote Tony Foster, our general manager, is here today, Richmond Power and Light continues building Richmond a better tomorrow. By continuing to maintain and rebuild our electric system and offer our customers competitive rates, RP&L once again provided nationally recognized reliability in 2024 with a 99.97% reliability rating. And by partnering with IMPA, Indiana Municipal Power Agency, RP&L customers benefit from green energy production with an 8th solar park that came online last year. When the sun is shining, up to 1/3 of our power is derived from solar power generated here. And during 2025, RP&L will be working with IMPA to add 6 megawatts of battery storage. This is a first for IMPA member communities. And RP&L's Parallax division continues to expand its fiber network for our business community and continues to grow its products and services related to fiber customers. Over the past year, Parallax, division of RP&L, has considered to continue to serve both public and private sectors in Richmond and Wayne County by providing fiber leasing services and VoIP telephone systems. This service has been invaluable in strengthening the region's connectivity infrastructure, benefiting various sectors across the community, with even City Hall switching over to RP&L's VoIP system. RP&L and Parallax's ongoing commitment to delivering safe, reliable, and affordable electricity and internet services plays a crucial role in the technological development and economic development of Richmond and the surrounding areas. Together, they are driving progress and fostering growth in our community. What a great asset. But enough about us. Our community's strength lies in its people and the programs that support them. Programs like the recently opened Stride Center on Dillon Drive. The Stride Center, if you don't know, is a 24/7 facility providing immediate support for individuals experiencing mental health and substance abuse crises. Operated by Centerstone, a nonprofit health system specializing in mental health and substance disorders, the center serves as an alternative to the emergency room and jail, offering a safe and supporting environment for adults in crisis. Some of the community initiatives our administration undertook in 2024 included finding better solutions to the chronically homeless and unsheltered. With several community partners, the city undertook a compassionate approach to the cleanup and removal of encampments on public and private property. Partnering with several non-government organizations, NGOs, we found better housing solutions for many homeless persons, and we gave 30-day plus notices of encampment cleanup projects. With care and precision, we helped the homeless secure their personal property before the cleanup events. All told, in 2024, we removed over 40 tons of debris from more than 24 encampments around the city. By first finding better housing solutions, then removing the encampments, we hopefully are preventing future transients from setting up camp along the river and other city parks if the encampments were left abandoned. We also cleaned up other trash and debris while we were out there. We removed significant amounts of brush and trees along the city's trails, making walkers and bikers feel safer as they enjoy outdoor recreational activities. Keeping Richmond safe, clean, and attractive also includes the work of our dedicated staff from the Code Enforcement Department. Code enforcement has been a major focus of my administration. Fighting blight is essential to revitalizing our city. Tackling abandoned properties, code violations, and illegal dumping not only enhances our neighborhoods, but also creates opportunities for new development and community investment. And the Code Enforcement Department played a big role in that in 2024, with over 3,000 inspections conducted by just 3 full-time and 1 part-time inspector. Each inspection, if you don't know, involves time-consuming on-site evaluations, documentation, and photographic evidence to assure compliance. They issued 482 code violation tickets, leading to 220 property liens filed with the county recorder's office for cleanups where property owners failed to reimburse the city. Currently, there are 28 properties on the city's blighted list. Despite limited resources last year, Richmond's Unsafe Building Commission oversaw the demolition of 6 abandoned or blighted homes in 2024. That's not a lot. But in 2025, with a grant from the Wayne County government and the economic development portion of Wayne County, we're poised to demolish all 28 of those structures in 2025. Thank you, the county. Appreciate that. Beyond inspections and demolitions, the code enforcement maintenance crew plays a crucial role in keeping our city clean. In 2024, this 3-man crew performed over 3,000 pickups, resulting in over 170 tons of trash and debris being removed and taken to the landfill. They also cleared 101 overgrown trees and excessive vegetation from streets, alleys, and sidewalks. They recovered and returned 518 abandoned shopping carts. How about that? See me afterwards, and I'll tell you how to make a shopping cart into a fire pit. So, what else? I lost my place. Okay, so besides the shopping carts, they also properly removed 704 vehicle tires and took them to landfill for recycling. Already in the first 2 months of 2025, code enforcement has made significant progress. They've already completed 475 inspections, issued 13 fines, and removed 19 tons of debris during 433 cleanups while securing 7 buildings. And this is early March. We are enforcing the city's codes and cleaning up our fair city. Looking to the future, though, includes participating in Wayne County's strategic investment plan. This plan outlines further strategies for neighborhood revitalization, with a focus on blight elimination, new housing developments, particularly in North Richmond, and strengthening community identity and safety throughout development. But these programs are not about just removing what's broken. They're about transforming Richmond, creating a city where businesses thrive, where residents take pride in their neighborhoods, and future generations may enjoy a vibrant, safe, and welcoming community. By continuing these efforts, Richmond is making real, measurable progress toward a brighter future. Now, how can you get involved? I'm glad you asked. Our journey forward requires active participation from all residents, and not just volunteering in parks, which is greatly helpful and appreciated. It also starts with our branding initiative. Our fair city is embarking on a comprehensive branding project to create a distinct identity that reflects our values and aspirations. This effort aims to capture the city's unique character and effectively communicate it to residents, businesses, and visitors alike. This is a significant project, and as far as we can find out, Richmond has never undertaken a comprehensive branding process in the past. The logo behind me came with this building in 1969. The city flag you'll see in the rotunda is older than that and reads Gateway to Indiana, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And the Rose City moniker has fallen aside since we no longer grow roses by the millions in Richmond. But municipal branding goes beyond logos and slogans. It really embodies the collective perceptions, personality, and reputation of a city. It represents what people associate with a place when they hear its name. By clearly defining these elements, Richmond can consistently express its identity, strengthening its image and reputation. This project seeks to articulate who Richmond is and what it stands for by giving us consistent representation, fostering economic development, and restoring a sense of pride in our city. We expect this process to conclude by August of this year. We recently had a survey out. There'll be more surveys and more opportunities to participate. So follow us on social media. And then following branding, we'll begin the process of refreshing our city's 5-year-old comprehensive plan. A comprehensive plan is a master plan of sorts. This will be a critical update to our city's long-term roadmap for growth and development. The comprehensive plan serves as a blueprint for a city's growth, guiding decisions on land use, infrastructure, transportation, housing, economic development, and public services. Richmond's last major plan, Richmond Rising, Community Action Plan 2019, laid the foundation for revitalization, but as our city evolves, we must adapt to emerging challenges and opportunities, especially since the pandemic when people's actions and behaviors have changed. The 2025 Comprehensive Plan Refresh, we will assess Richmond's progress since the last plan and identify key areas needing strategic updates. We'll also address new priorities such as housing development, economic growth, public safety, and sustainability. And we will engage the community to ensure residents and businesses all have input on the shape of Richmond's future. Furthermore, it will provide a clear vision for Richmond's growth over the next 10 to 20 years. And we'll also start working soon on a new transportation master plan aimed at improving mobility, reducing congestion, enhancing safety, promoting environmental sustainability, boosting economic development, and also increased community engagement. As we look ahead through 2025, our focus will be on continually improving public safety, updating and modernizing our infrastructure, diversifying our economic base to ensure long-term prosperity, adding more affordable housing, improving public spaces, and ensuring quality education. You may ask what role municipal government plays in ensuring quality education other than school safety. Well, for example, our administration has partnered with all the colleges and universities on our city in various projects. Ivy Tech Community College and Purdue Polytechnic continue to play a key role in workforce development. Earlham College's management of the Lilly Endowment will revitalize Richmond. Bethany Theological Seminary partnered with us in the fall for a cleanup project. And lastly, the mayor's office with our finance team have partnered with IU East to create a new government fund accounting class. This class is analyzing and synthesizing the city's annual budget over the last decade. And it also gave the mayor a chance to get back in the classroom to engage with university students. Thank you, IU East. Thank all the colleges and universities. Our progress is a testament to the power of collaboration. When units of government, businesses, community organizations, and residents come together, we can create meaningful change. Moving forward, I encourage everyone to strengthen these partnerships. Let's leverage our collective expertise, our resources, our passion to tackle challenges and do the hard things and embrace new opportunities. Together, we can foster economic growth, enhance public services, and build a city that thrives for generations to come. Make no mistake, Richmond is at the threshold of a new era, one defined by innovation, revitalization, and a commitment to progress. City Hall was built on a rich mound for a reason. Our remarkable history, recent accomplishments, and ambitious future plans paint a promising and exciting picture for the years ahead. By embracing opportunities with optimism, determination, and unity, together we can create a brighter, stronger Richmond for everyone. The Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you. Thank you for your dedication, and here's to the future of Richmond. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We have refreshments out there.